Okay, so I've heard via email and post on the Google Classroom that the material from last week was a little difficult. That's okay. This is a weird situation. But the good news is we can drop back and punt and go over this again like I normally would in class. All right, so we're going to kind of step this up in a different way. We're going to look at solving this whole triangle here based on what we know. Okay, now please remember that if this is large A, little a would be here. It's across from its angle. Okay, now also that would mean this right here, AC, would be little b because it's across from angle B. All right, and this right here would be little c. Okay, because it's across from big C. I think that's where a lot of people are really getting confused. Okay, so kind of need to look at it like this. What are we given? Are we given little a? No. Nope. Are we given big A? Yes. 20 degrees. Are we given little b? No. Are we given big B? No. Are we given little c? Yes, we are. Little c is 40 degrees. Okay, remember the little letters are the sides, big letters are the angles. We given big C? Yes, 62 degrees. All right. Of the things we don't know, what is the easiest to find? Believe it or not, it's going to be big B. This angle right here. This would be 180 minus 20 plus 62. Okay, and I would put it in my calculator just like that. 180 minus parenthesis 20 plus 62. Close parenthesis. All right, I'm given 98. So I know that big B, big angle B, is 98 degrees. Okay, now that really helps set up stuff for this other two. Now, because I'm still looking for these two sides, I know this side and this angle. Okay, these are going to be the main ones I use when I set up my ratios. All right, so, oh, look at that. It's like it's planned. It's amazing. Okay, we're going to set up our ratios. Okay, remember, if we're looking, whatever we're looking for goes on top. If we're looking for sides, the sides go on top. If we're looking for angles, angles go on bottom. Okay, so we don't know little a, but we do know big A. And what was it? That was 20 degrees. Okay, we do know big C. That was 40 degrees, or 40, sorry. And this was sine of 62 degrees. Okay, so when you solve this, right, I would do this part first. We know we got to multiply both sides by this. So I'm going to actually do it like I would in the calculator. Say 40, or sine is 62 degrees. I'm going to do that first, okay, in my calculator. 40 over sine 62. All right, I get 45.3, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so I'm just going to say times sine 20 degrees. Sine 20. All right, I had to pause that for a second. Handling stuff here at the farm. Woo! Thank goodness for this hotspot. All right, so on my calculator, I multiplied this times that 20%. All right, on my calculator, I got 15.49, blah, 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 blah. And I'm only stopping right there because I'm only worried about this number right here. This will tell me if this rounds up. This does round up to 15.5. So we know that's what little a is. Okay? So if you were filling out your chart, we would go back up here. Little a, we know this is 15.5. Some people do this, some people don't. And it just depends on how you want to do it. Okay? Now, we're looking for little b. Well, I bet it's almost exactly the same thing. I mean, it's the same process. All right, now, except we know that b is 98 degrees. So this right here, notice these are the same because that's what we were given. Okay, we kind of want to stick with that. Okay, so I know that little b is going to be 40 for sine 62 degrees. So I want to get that first. 40 over sine 62. All right, this gives me 45.30, blah, 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 blah. All right, again, I'm going to multiply this by the sine, what's ever under here, what we're looking for. So times sine 98. All right, this gives us, get my right color here. All right, so I did multiply this by the sine of 98. Okay, so this is going to give us right here, I get 44.86, blah, 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 blah. Again, I'm only worried about this one. See if we round up. So this tells us this is 44.9. Remember, and then this is little b. We round to the nearest tenth when it's a side. Okay, when it's a side. So we got to think about that. All right. So let's kind of move on a little bit. Let's look at this one. Again, this would be little a. So we're not given little a. Looks like we're not given this. We are given angle A, that's 73. Look, big A. Oh, it's like they match. All right, we're given big B here is 24 degrees. All right, we're not given that, but see, this is exactly across, so that's little C. Oh, nope. There we go. All right, easiest to find is going to be big C, okay? It's going to again be 180 minus 73 plus 24. All right, type it in the calculator just as it's written. All right, so we get 83 degrees. All right, now, because it's really hard to mess this up, I'm still going to kind of use these two things right here, okay, to try to find this stuff, okay? So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. All right, so it's kind of set up like we did a while ago. All right, here's the deal. And this is how it applies outside real life, okay? You're going to be given a situation where you've got to solve a problem and you got to think about what's given and what's the easiest thing you can do first, okay? That's why we said, what's the easiest thing to find? The easiest thing to find was this other angle right here of C, okay? That applies to everything in life. Hey, y'all don't know, I've been working on my old Jeep Cherokee. I've had to change out the brake system. Well, that was the hardest thing to do. The easiest thing to do was to change out the front brakes. I tried that first. Then I went to the second easiest thing. It's the back brakes. So I left the hardest thing last. Okay? That's actually how this would apply. Yeah, I know brakes and law of sines don't actually correlate to the same thing, but it's the same process. Start with the easiest things first, okay? Start with the easiest things first. So, get away. Now, little a over just sine of 73, and we have 25 or sine of 83. All right, so little a is going to be, now I'm going to write it out, but we should do this part first, okay? This is the part you do first. This right here, do this first in your calculator. So 25 over sine 83. Bam. And I'm just going to take that. I'm not going to write it down. You can look at your calculator. Times 73. Whoop. Nope. Should be sine of 73. Ah. Sine 83. It's not like y'all have never messed up before. There we go. Now, we get 24.08. Blah, 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 blah. Again, looking at this. It's a side. All right. There's my little a. All right. Trying to find little b. Sine. And we know that this is going to be set up the same, sine 83. And little b was 24 degrees. All right. So little b is going to be 25 or the sine of 83 times sine 24. Again, I'm doing this part first, this part first, this part first. 25. Whoa, too many fractions. Sine of 83. Okay, times sine of 24. All right, this gives me 10.24, blah, 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 blah. Looking at this number, it's not bigger than 5, okay? So this is my answer. All right, so hopefully that will help going over the law of sines, finding sides again. We'll look again something later about finding angles, probably stepped out about like this, okay? All right.